Hey everyone. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to combine complex terms by either adding or subtracting. Okay, so we know that complex numbers focus on that imaginary term I, and pretty much what you do is once you simplify, you're treating I as if it were just any variable. All right, so in this example, we have to first simplify the square root of negative 36 and the square root of negative 25 to get our expression in terms of I. So the square root of negative 36, we know from our prior video, would be 6i. Okay, because that would break that into negative 36 times negative 1, and the square root of 36 is 6, and the square root of negative 1 is I. And then I would also do the same thing for that square root of negative 25. Again, I can show the steps real quick here. You know that you would break this into 25 and negative 1. All right, so that would become 5i. All right, so we have 6i plus 5i. Again, you're just adding the coefficients here, just like you would if it were like a polynomial or two monomials. Okay, 6 plus 5 gives me 11. And again, treating I as if it were a variable, 11i would be my final answer. All right, let's take a look at a couple more examples. Okay, so in this set, I already simplified them for you. So we just have our expressions already in terms of I. Okay, so in the first one, we have pretty much our like terms, our imaginary pieces, negative 2i minus 5i, and we have a positive 3. So negative 2 minus 5, that's going to give me a negative 7i. So my final answer here would be 3 minus 7i. Okay, in B, we have kind of like our grouped terms in our complex form. So again, because this is a plus sign, I do not have to distribute anything. If this was a negative sign, I would have to distribute that. But we're going to go ahead and combine our like terms here. Okay, so I have a negative 2 and a positive 4. That's going to give me a positive 2. And then I have a 7i and a negative 10i. That's going to be a minus 3i. And that would be my final answer. Again, notice our final answer is in that complex form that we discussed in one of the prior videos. And the last one down here. Okay, so here we have some negative signs, so we're going to go ahead and distribute these negative signs into these parentheses, and we're going to rewrite our expression. So negative 1 or negative times negative 7i is going to be a 7i plus 5. Again, that just switches the signs. 7i plus 5. All right, here we also have a positive 5i and a negative 7. And this is a plus sign in the front, so this stays exactly the same. This does not change. So again, 20 plus 9i. So now we combine our like terms. Okay, we have 5, negative 7, and 20. All right, 5 and negative 7, negative 2 plus 20, that's going to give me an 18. Okay, so there's our real part. And then we have our imaginary numbers that we're going to combine together. So 7i plus 5i plus 9i is going to give me a 21i. And there's your final answer. Okay, so again, it's very similar to what we did with polynomials and monomials, combining like terms. All those kinds of things come into play here. But again, it's just in terms of our imaginary number I.